Greetings and salutations, everyone. This right here is Gabriel, and welcome to another episode of Gabriel's Corner. Okay, I guess I should address some things that I am aware of that are happening, uh, not just on our planet, but also in our solar system, in our universe. Well, for starters, Secure Teams Tyler. How you doing, bro? Don't worry about the battle between you and Mufon. It's squashed. It's over. Cool. Um, the blue lights have been going on that people have been seeing and addressing. What those are is we all know that energy is everywhere. Everything is made out of energy. And there's no different in our sky. Uh, the energy is coming from the higher vibration of the planet, which is clearing up the chemtrails and the chemicals that have been in our atmosphere for I don't know how long. But we all know chemtrails exist. You know, we see planes flying over, spreading them. So that is like electromagnetic charge from universal energy, which manifests itself in different kinds of colors to clear up our atmosphere for everyone. Um, the stuff going on in Antarctica, how the ice is melting and they don't know where the heat source. It's also coming from the planet. A lot of people do not understand that the fact the planet we live on, Earth, is alive. It has a consciousness. It is a living organism. It is a living being. And unfortunately, for so many years, we've been treating it like it was like she's fucking shit. Um, and there's certain very small portion that really don't care, but a majority of people do care. As for the situation with Planet X, Planet Nine, Nibiru, and whatnot. As you know, that planet, aka the Destroyer, comes through our solar system every 26 to 32,000 years, roughly. Usually shakes things up, causes all kind of havoc. And apparently, years ago, the last time it came through, it hit Uranus. Yeah, Jacob Israel. Yeah, yeah. I seen that video, and it's kind of funny because Uranus just happens to be one of my ruling planets besides Saturn. And hit it, turned it lopsided, but also it. And this is, I'm not really sure about this one, but I believe this one is true. It could be other reasons, but we know the asteroid belt crashed into a planet by the name of Tiamat, destroying it, flipping Saturn on its side because Saturn used to be facing opposite way. The rings used to be around the top, and it's not being around the equator. And in doing so, created the Earth. And now every time it comes through, it causes havoc, sends asteroids. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's the reason why Mars is basically a wasteland. Well, sort of. But considering it comes by all those times and causes all these problems, and the Earth being a human being, the vibrational waves of Earth has increased. As you know from Jacob Israel's video, there is a second magnetic field. And this magnetic field has been holding back a lot of the sunburst and the geomagnetic fields coming from our sun, protecting not just herself but us, which is a very good thing. But in doing so, now it is, the vibration is getting higher and higher. It is keeping at bay everything that Nibiru has been bringing in to protect us. I I believe that the Nibiru and her fellow systems, planets, are going to coming to a orbital stance with us, because Nibiru, or slash the red dwarf sun, is actually our sun's twin and binary star system. Like, most systems have a binary star system, and we've already known we've had a binary star system. The government or NASA, never a straight answer, never wanted to give that information. Well, now they have to, because it's there. And quite honestly, a lot of individuals have been wanting the chaoticness, the floods, the destruction, and whatnot to take place and manifest. Well, it's not going to happen. I can guarantee you that it's not going to happen. I feel what is happening, and don't quote me on this, that Nibiru and her fellow planetary systems will be locked in and join with ours fellow system and be whole again, like it once was. As for the Earth itself, this also came from Tyler and I believe Jacob Israel as well, that that there was a silent magnetic, or magnetic wave, not magnetic wave, but ultrasound wave that went across the entire planet. Not maybe about a month ago. Basically, our planet is evolving. It is growing. Like, everything evolves, everything grows. I can personally guarantee you that there's not going to be any death and destruction. There's no need to build a wall, because there's not going to be a flood. There's not going to be destruction. Things are harmonizing and centering back to how, I guess, eons ago it was. As for the situation in Antarctica, that is just a part of our past lost civilization and history that is being exposed, and it needs to be shown to the world, because I believe humanity needs to know where its roots come from, or part of some of its roots, not all parts. So basically, she's evolving, and her evolving, there will be a little bit of hiccups and earthquakes and stuff like that, but she's calming down and centering in. As for our sun, lack of sunspots and magnetic waves coming from her, she's actually drawing her twin in closer, not closer to kill us or anything, not closer so they're side by side, but closer where they can be in harmony again, and synchronicity. And as you also know, that our sun has actually been cooling. It goes through a cooling cycle. Well, it's going through this cooling cycle so it can accommodate this second sun. So, how I know this? Let's just say my intuition, maybe. Scientists, you can go run your own tests, your own research. This is right here. It's just my perception, my opinion, and my outlook on things. But you got to understand that, a lot of strange things have been going on, and people are awakening through and raising their vibrations. And since we're all connected, and we're connected to this planet that we're on, there are individuals out there that actually, don't want a reset. And that's what has happened before in the past. Nibiru has come in instead of, and came in and caused havoc, and, caused nothing but death and destruction and extinctions. Dinosaurs, civilizations, you name it. And, frankly, it's time the Earth doesn't really want that anymore. The universe really doesn't want that anymore. Everything is becoming harmonized. And that's just it, plain and simple. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to take my word for it. Look it up yourself. Well, it's kind of hard for some people to look it up, because NASA won't show you anything, and the government won't really show you anything that will tell you those facts. But the proof is in the pudding. a bunch of strange things going on that scientists and people just can't explain. So I kind of just broke it down for you in like the last couple of minutes. But you don't have to believe me. Like I say all the time. If what I say vibes with you, good. If not, turn the video off. So that's all I gotta say about that. Love, peace, and let's usher in a new year. Let's usher in a new era of love and understanding. And maybe it's time to try to put some of the past, try to just move forward. You know, and to those people out there that continually want to, keep humanity enslaved, dumb, and keep the truth hidden from humanity as a whole, so you can have the power over them. Something. Me personally, I have more faith in humanity as a whole than a lot that I really should have, considering things that go on in my current dynamic that has been going on now for a while. But as a whole, everybody deserves to live. Everybody deserves to have the truth. Everybody deserves to have a fresh start and a second chance. Everybody, and I'm one of those individuals. I do not feel that no one should be bound, held, or information held from them, the truth held from them, of their own selves. And this is something that affects everybody on this planet, knowing the truth of what's going on. So I'm getting urged, nudged, and to come out and say anything, kind of come out of the shadows, in a sense. Do I have all the answers? Fuck no. Fuck no. I have theories. I have perception, and can't even really say I have an inner knowing. Put it that way, inner knowing. And no, I'm not a scientist. I'm just a person with a big heart that wants to see positive change happen in our world as a whole. I'm a person that firmly believes in karma. What you put out to the universe, you get back. Because I've had to deal with that. And since I've been dealing with with some of my karma, even up to now. And been clearing it all out and trying to get my balance again, which is what is happening in the universe. Things are coming together. I know a lot of people don't understand it, and you kind of fear what you don't understand. You kind of fear change, but I can guarantee you this change is for the better, and in the long run. Just because you don't see instant gratification, you don't see the things you want, you don't get the full impact of what you want right at the moment in time, doesn't mean it's not coming. So with that being said, peace, love, and Gabriel's out.